All right, guys, top of the morning. Happy December 10th, coming to you live, coming to you well, and coming to you full of a nights of rest. The night before, I got stranded at the airport in Newark. There was a 4.5 hour delay because the bathroom was broken on our plane. And I saw the crew come on before we took off. I'm like, man, this is going to take some time. So I took a nap. And then I woke up and they had to kick us off the plane, go to another plane, so on and so forth. So yesterday morning, I didn't get home until 4:30, 4:45. Slept for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, then drove to Sacramento to get my mom and Donnie from the airport because they're here checking out their new house. And so I'm coming to you off a full night's of rest, which it feels good. But I had a host last night. We had Jingle and Mingle. For the people that were not here for Jingle and Mingle at my house, tonight we're doing Jingle and Mingle in Oakland, and tomorrow night we're doing Jingle and Mingle in Fairfield. Welcome to come to every single one that you want, or just come to one that is closest to you. But really, really excited. So you guys, beyond grateful for this time of year, beyond grateful that we have a tree and family and my mom's here. It's just, you guys, I'm just in a state and I feel really, really good. But before we get rolling, I am going to go over to Patrick. Patrick, you are going to take us out on the field on this amazing, beautiful Wednesday morning, big dog. So hit him with your thoughts and your sentiment and let's get rolling.
Good morning, everyone. So some of you guys know that I'm a man of faith. Every Sunday, I at least try to listen to a sermon, particularly from this guy named Steve Furlick. And one of the statements that he said that really resonated with me the most is, especially since we're about 2 weeks off, 3 weeks till the year ends, the quote that he said was, your conclusion is based on the belief you started with. This year, I believe that I was going to close at least 10. I'm way over that right now. And I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed to experience that. And so I want to remind everyone that as we are ending this year and beginning the new year, let's have a strong belief in ourselves that we can do it, that to strive better, because we can. We don't know what we can do, but just believe on it from the very beginning.
Wow, man, this is really profound. I really appreciate that. Say that one more time, the belief part of it.
Your conclusion is based on the belief you started with.
Wow, man. And for the people that don't know, keep yourself off of mute. I need to have a conversation with you. Keep yourself off of mute. For the people that don't know, what are your production numbers right now? 12/10/2025. What's your production numbers so far this year?
I'm on track to ending the year on 15 million volume. That I don't know, 16 units, 17 units right now. So
Man, congratulations on all of your success. Congratulations on the partnership. You see your team members rooting for you, cheering for you. I know faces on the screen. I've done business with you and partnered on deals with you. So congratulations. And so it's funny that you say this about being a man of faith and like really getting centered and doing your reading and reflecting. And I wrote this other day and I was just, wanting your guys' thoughts and feedback. Wherever you land, whether you sit in prayer, whether you meditate, whether you're asking the universe or whoever and whatever you believe in, I don't care. I think that we all believe in something that is a higher calling, whatever you call it. That doesn't matter. But when we have those times when we're praying, when we're meditating, when we're sitting in stillness, when we're talking to the universe, like I feel in that stream of consciousness right there. I believe what we're asking for is we're asking for some answers, right? We're asking for clarity. We're asking for abundance. We're asking for our purpose to give us a light, to guide us through the challenges that we're facing in this business. And I'm a firm believer of this, no matter which side of it that you land on. I'm a firm believer of this. And I've been thinking about this over the last few days. I'm a firm believer that God, the universe, whatever in between will answer you. You see, it's all there for each and every one of us. All of our answers are there. The clarity is there. The abundance is there. But are you doing your part? Are you doing your part? Do you deserve to have that abundance? Do you deserve to have those opportunities? And you got to look at yourself and be like, you know what? I'll meet the universe halfway. I'm showing up. I'm consistent. I'm disciplined. I have a routine. I have a schedule. I believe I'm abundant in my heart. So I'm receiving abundance in the physical world. And I want you guys to think about it like that. Like if you're sitting there in stillness and thinking about your prayers and meditation and thoughts in the universe, I believe that it's all there for the taking already. But are you willing to meet it halfway? Are you doing what is needed to be done in order for you to get the abundance in your life coming to you full circle. So, man, I really appreciate you, Patrick. I appreciate this thought, the sentiment. And so, job well done. The year is not even done. We've still got a couple more weeks left. Talking to one of my coaching clients earlier, she's like, I just put two in a contract. They're going to be closed by the end of the year. That's $40,000 in revenue in my pocket because I finished this year strong. So let's go, you guys. Let's go around the room. We'll get some thoughts and some couple key wins and some personal and professional wins since I didn't see you on Monday. So I'm going to go over to you guys really quick. I'm going to go first off. It's going to be Christina, and then I will go over to Mama San. So, Christina, let me get a personal win, professional win from this week so far. And if you have anything that you want to contribute on the conversation, let's roll, my friend.
Yeah, I would say even through the holidays and the madness of how schedules change, I've stayed on my gym routine. So for me, that keeps me super focused. It goes back to if you start the day off with something hard that you literally had to, as much in your mind didn't want to go and you did it anyways, it just sets the tone for the rest of the day. So I've been
Mm,
really sticking to that. And then also just giving myself a little bit of grace during this market. We've been busy. For some reason, like in December, it does tend to pick up like all this last minute purchases coming in, but just like being present, enjoying the holidays, that's really hard for me. Like that really is a personal win. I was talking to my husband this morning when I got home from the gym, and he's like, just remember, like, it's the holidays, enjoy it too. But it's so hard sometimes when we're so laser focused on our business because I'm already thinking of January. It's like, all right, like it's December 2nd, but the next couple contracts that come in are already going to set the tone for January. So I would say that's really mine right now is like enjoying the moment, but also keeping the hustle and staying on my routine because it's so easy to not stay on routine, to be honest.
mm. Okay. I absolutely love this. And I'm glad that you're sticking to the gym routine. I know it's hard and there's so many temptations and there's pie and there's this and that. Even though we're going to eat all that stuff, you better keep your ass moving. So I
It
appreciate.
keeps me motivated. I'm like the stuffing in the pie. I'm like I gotta go do legs to work it off. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel like crap. So
Yes, that's right. All right, let's go, Mama San. Mama San, let's go for you to you. Personal win, professional win from this week.
Personal win. I'm gonna piggyback off that too. I gym working out. I just joined a new gym yesterday. Added a new routine. I usually do boxing and yoga and stuff, but just joined Orange Theory. So to say like this new year, I want to just start it off strong. Our health we really take for granted sometimes. I remember when I was a young kid, I used to hear the adults say, "Oh yeah, take care of yourself and be good to eat good and work out or exercise." And now I'm in almost my mid 40s, and our bodies are changing, and so we got to just really make sure that we're taking care of our bodies and our minds. And so first, that's first. And then a win, business win. Cross fingers. Well, the only offer, but offer is out, and we're looking really good. Been talking to the listing agent, so hopefully get this offer accepted, which was my goal, was to get one more into contract. So,
Let's go, my friend. And once again, if you guys haven't heard this, I'll say it again. Best year that Mama San has ever had in her career. Absolutely crushing it. For the people that don't know, people in the back of the room, what are the numbers for this year?
well, we're hopefully closing out at 17, maybe 18. So,
Woo!
yeah.
Monster. I absolutely love it, my friend. Really, really good stuff. You guys, I want to share something with you because as we're looking at the new year, and obviously we've done our planning, we've done our thinking, you guys should at least have a general understanding of where you're going for just Q1 of 2026. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in just a moment. Then we'll shift gears and talk about the market. Listen, as you guys are thinking about your Misogi, the big thing that's going to scare you in 2026, I've heard so many because I've done this quite a few times and it's really, really inspiring. It's really encouraging. You guys know mine. I shared with you guys I want to do a TED talk, but I heard somebody stand up in New York the other day and they talked about this. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but I want to ask you guys, have you ever heard of the 12-hour walk? Okay, so Blessing, I could only see your hands and see your face. Can you take yourself off of mute and contribute really quick? Because all I saw was this.
Yes, it is a wild thing, but it is supposed to be incredibly therapeutic. And I wanted to do it, and I definitely talked myself out of it, but just the clarity and the detachment, and it's not even the distance, and it's really just that intentional detachment from all of the noise to be really present and hear yourself. I think that that is just such a fabulous thing to do, but I
All
don't
right.
know if I can commit to it yet.
Okay, so check this out, you guys. It is 12 hours of you just walking. I know this sounds absolutely ludicrous, but it's 12 hours of you in isolation. Now, you can stop if you need some food or if you need to get a drink of water, take a piss, do whatever you got to do. But the intention is for you guys just to sit with yourself for 12 hours and just walk. No phone, you have no music. Keep a little notepad in your pockets if you want to just take a quick break and write and reflect. And I've heard, based on what I've seen, the research and people that have done it, it has a profound impact on you. And so in January, I'm going to pick a day and I'm going to do a 12-hour walk by myself. And so I'll let you guys know that day that it happens, and I'll give you all of the feedback and everything that I learned throughout the process. But go online. You guys will find this guy here. Let me share this with you. His name is Colin O'Brady, and he talks about the 12-hour walk and the mental clarity that you get from this, you guys. It is something crazy, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to push myself in different ways in 2026. And that's one thing that I'm going to commit to do. And I just don't know the day yet. 12-hour hike. Yeah, that's a long hike. And so just wanted to throw that out there as we're thinking about our Misogi. Once again, if you've heard me say this, the Misogi is the Japanese word for doing something that is going to scare the shit out of you in 2024 or 2026 that will have a profound effect and impact on the other 364 days of the year. This is something that will stretch you, it will push you, it will impact you on a very, very high level. I want you to really think about what that is. And so let's go over to Lisa. Lisa, really quick, you had a thought contribution. Let's go to you, my friend.
Good morning. So personal win, same. I've staying in the gym, a lot more consistent than any other time this year. So happy about that. And then professional. So I feel like I've had a lot of losses this last few weeks, but I also have so two um two escrows fell apart. One, I wrote it up and then the buyer decided not to submit. But I do have two that are possibly going to write in the next couple days. And then the one that decided not to submit, we're looking at a lower price point. So maybe we will move forward.
Okay. All right, my friend. Well, I appreciate you sharing. Thank you for being here. And listen, if we're not writing offers at a high level, then things aren't going to fall out. And that's just the nature of the business. It sucks sometimes. It stings a little bit, but that's why our pipeline needs to be so robust. And when something does fall out, it's like, okay, it hurts a little bit, but it doesn't hurt as bad as when that's the only escrow that you are relying on. So I appreciate you, Lisa. Let's do this. I want to go over to Tanisha really quick. Tanisha, something powerful just happened. We haven't talked about it at the team meeting. We haven't talked about it at all. Hasn't been spoken on group coaching. I think it's really important that you share with us where you're at, what happened. We spoke about this the other day, and then like where you're at emotionally about this. So I want to hear from you, TT, because it's a big opportunity for you to share. So grab the mic. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's share with the group.
Are you talking about the fact that I'm finally in escrow?
That's the point. That's where I want to go. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I finally got an escrow. I'm really excited, but I'm also like, what the fuck took so long? Like, yeah, I'm really excited. I've been working my butt off every day, 7 days a week, quietly working, because I don't like to celebrate unless something's really happening. And I think, I hear everyone's advice. That's why I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm on my Instagram therapy. I'm talking to people. And it happened because of Christina. I'm working with Christina Home Loans. Woo woo. Yes, we're in escrow. I don't know what else to say. I feel I expected this a long time ago, and this kind of just I changed my mindset more than anything. It was the confidence that I noticed. Yeah, I'm a confident person, but I have to be super confident with these clients and direct them. As I tell my accountability partners, if you don't show confidence, they're not going to believe you and they're not going to trust you through the process. So with this client, he trusted me every step of the way. He listened to everything I said. He's consistently doing what I'm telling him to do. And I thank him. I'm like, thank you for being an amazing client, because your dreams are happening because you're following my instruction. And I'm so thankful for that. So I don't know. I wasn't expected to get called on, but I am really excited that I'm in escrow. Shout out to Christina for holding it down too.
Listen, if you're here, okay, here's the unspoken law. If you're here, expect to get called on. So it's going to happen to all of us, right? I try to oscillate through the people who are going to get called on the call. If I hear something, if I know something, by all means, I want to share that with the world. And so, TT, this is the start of many. And no matter how confident we are as human beings, I believe that there's always some type of underlying thing that we are challenged with, right? That we're still, we're still sensitive about, or maybe we just don't feel as confident. Like we could see people like, damn, you're super confident, but maybe there's some underlying insecurities, and that's okay, right? We all have that, no matter who is on the screen. And so, my friend, I appreciate you, but I also appreciate the tenacity and you keeping your head up through the storm, right? Because shit's tough. This game is tough. This shit will beat you up. It will test you emotionally. It will test your patience. It will test your resolve. And no matter what, it's being able to do a shit ton of work in this business without seeing any results and keep your head in the game. That, my friend, takes resilience. And you've displayed that. And everyone on the screen that goes through that and has gone through that, they know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be willing to say, you know what, I'm going to do a lot of work and I'm not going to see any money from it. And then all of a sudden, all that hard work starts to come full circle. So my friend, you deserve it. You've earned it. Congratulations. I did have a hand up, Christina, and then Oaf Dog, Oaf McGoaf. You're going to be up next, so I have to talk to you. So let's go, Christina.
Now, I was going to say, like, girl, it was all you. Because I remember we had a conversation before meeting this client. And this client was new, too, being introduced to me. You spoke to Elias. And I believe you said that Elias had mentioned something to you about how your approach was. I don't know if it was through coaching, but being confident and just being direct. And it was almost like a light switch in you. I could tell. And it just like the way you moved forward, you moved differently. And this client was nervous. And I remember the first conversation I had with him versus now being in contract, you also gave him that confidence that in the beginning on a buyer consult, where a lot of times we can have a buyer, you can tell when they're nervous and they're just questioning everything and they're looking on ChatGPT and social media. And you're like, oh man, I'm going to have to reel this guy and just get in confidence. But now he's like, all right, what do you need me to do? Pay for the appraisal? All right, cool. You need this? I'm like, yes, it makes a world of a difference. And I know he got that from you. So like, kudos to you. Like, it was like a light switch when you had that conversation.
Let's go. You guys, let's give her all the love, light, positive energy. We know what it's like. Just getting that first one to crack, you guys. And so, Tanisha, we've been here, followed your journey. We're supporting you 100%. And I'm so excited for you. And remember this, you guys, and I say this all the time, but please remember this. And this was said directly to me years and years ago. The one that has the most certainty, the one that has the most conviction, will have the most influence in any communication with another human being. You feel it, right? You feel that level of confidence, that energy, that vibration that somebody is on. Wow, like you have no reason to doubt them. Okay, she probably has all the answers, right? When people start questioning you and doubting you, it feels like they feel something is off in your energy. Like, oh, they probably don't know anything. How many sales do you have in this area? What? No, I'm so confident in the way that I communicate. I'm so convicted that I'm going to have the most influence. And so, TT, I think you demonstrated that at a very, very high level. Miranda, I'm going to have you mute yourself, my friend. I'm getting some background noise from you. All right, I did it. Ophelia, I got to go to you really quick. 3 weeks ago, you weren't on the team meeting, but we reported 4 escrows in 1 week. Here we are at the end of the year, and you're reporting 4 escrows in 1 week, one of the biggest weeks that you've ever had for escrows reported at one time. You want to talk a little bit about that, my friend? Because we haven't spoken the last couple of weeks. You want to share?
Ah. All right. It is impressive. Okay. It was 5.
Okay. I saw 4. We'll take it, my friend.
I just can't. I can't take the credit like that. Y'all, I don't know what happened, but I had entered them with the specific time frame. It didn't all happen that week.
Okay.
So I don't know why it went off like that. And I was like, oh my gosh. But I for the folks that were congratulating me, I would send them like, it's still impressive, but I didn't do it all in that 1 week. So I don't
Okay.
want to take credit for something like that.
But
So
you still had 5
but I
escrows at
still
the end
had
of
him.
the year.
I still had him. Yes, that's what I was like. I still had him, and but
But here's the thing, you guys. Ophelia's been through a lot this year, a lot, right? Whether or not you know her personal story, that's not my responsibility to share with you guys. But she's been through a lot, and despite all of that, she's able to finish the year strong. Whether those came in 1 week, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever it is, my friend, the fact that you're reporting that level of production, that amount of GCI is going to go into your bank account. It's worthy of praise.
that is for sure. That is for sure. I get that. I have two more escrows and a listing coming up. So I have been working my butt off, and it's true. There'll be months that you're just working and working and grinding and nothing really pops up. And it's who you surround yourself that will help you carry on and see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm still going through hardship, but at least this part of my life is like it's blooming.
Yeah, listen, in the Bay Area, I think the average last year was 3.9 deals. So let's say 4 deals per agent in the Bay Area for the entire year. So my friend, for you to be able to do that in a short time frame, it's really, really incredible. So you guys, let's shift gears. I wanted to first off talk to you guys about two things. Now, if you've attended business planning, and Alex, I'll get to your question in a couple minutes. But if you guys have attended business planning over the last couple weeks, maybe you came to mine, or maybe you went to another business planning session. I think it's really, really important that you guys are reflecting on what worked for you this year, what did not work for you, and just sit in that stream of consciousness and be very, very real with yourself. But also tell yourself, well, what needs to change from my systems? Like, what are the things that I need to implement to make sure that I have a well running machine moving into 2026? I don't want you to get into 2026 and say, oh, I still need to work on my systems. Take that time now to really dial in your CRM, your calendar, all the things that you need to put in place. You guys know what needs to be done. And then start making some really big commitments to yourself on what you're actually going to commit to for your activity. Listen, everybody is going to run their business a little bit different. The way Otis gets business will look vastly different than the way that somebody new in our organization like Rosanna is going to develop her business. But at the end of the day, find something and stick to it and then track all your behaviors. So that way you can really see how well you're performing. We have obviously the home tracker. The home tracker is habits of me. That way you can look at all the things that you're doing and say, okay, that's working. When you think about your follow-up boss, every single one of you have an ability to track every single lead that you put into your system. Every single one of you. It is not something that only leadership has access to. Each of you have access to look at your back end. What I want you to be able to do is at any given time, I want you to pull up your report. I want 2026 to be your year of data. This is your data era. And I will say this from the mountaintops. What I want you guys to be able to do is I want you to have data just like this. You put in leads that you got from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You take it from the platform, from DRM to CRM. And then you start having conversations, level of communication, emails, texts, phone calls. You're recording your phone calls. So then you can have this AI summary tell you, what was that last call I had with Tom? Oh, wonderful. Let me look through my notes. I want you guys to accurately track every single lead that you have in this system. And the way that you do that is that you fucking use the system. When you go to networking events, when you have people send you referrals, when you're out door knocking, when you're doing your open houses, social media, all these activities that we're doing. What I want you to be able to do is I want you to be able to put them in, be like, okay, here's the leads that I've put in. Here's how many calls I've made to those lead sources, emails, texts, all the notes, tasks completed. And look at that. Look at how many appointments or conversions I have made from just that lead source. That's going to tell you if that pillar is really, really working for you. So as we are going through our business planning, as we're looking and evaluating everything that we're doing in our business, I want you guys to come back to this. And let me share here. I want you guys to come back to your business planning that I shared with you. Go back to your Misogi. The Misogi is the one big thing that you're going to put on the calendar next year that's going to scare the shit out of you, but I promise you will have a profound impact on the way that you run your life in the new year. And then get clear on your word of the year. I remember Kelly's word. And Kelly's word was ascension. And I absolutely love that word because she's like, I'm rising, I'm climbing, I'm growing, I'm going places, I'm reaching my summit. So I want you guys to come back to this. And if you have not done this, what did you do well this year? What would you redo and what behavior would you focus on changing in 2025? What is your gross commission income goal and what is your profit goal? I want you guys to be so clear on this. But more importantly, what are the habits that you are committed to? What are the activities that you're committed to? Listen, maybe hosting events isn't your thing, but maybe it is your opportunity to say, you know what? I'm going to host an event every single quarter. I'm going to do something at the office. I'm going to do Zumba and contracts, whatever it is. I'm going to do something every single quarter. Like this is the time, you guys. If you want to have an amazing 2026, plan it out now. When the business is a little bit slower for some of us, spend that time writing, getting very, very clear how we're going to track our behaviors, how we're going to track our activities. If you want to run your business like a true CEO, my friends, get into a system and a flow that tracks everything like a CEO. And then as we go into these couple questions in group 3 or section 3 here, why is this income goal important to you? Listen, we know that you want to make money so you can have a lifestyle, but go further. Who? What does that do for your children's esteem? What does that vacation mean to your family when you guys are sitting on the beach and they have those feelings and they remember Cancun, Mexico, and they talk about that every year for the next 5 years? What does that mean to them? What does that mean to you to be swimming and snorkeling with your kids? What does that mean to take your mom on that trip to Europe? Like, get connected to these things and describe how hitting that goal makes you feel. Visualize it. And who is impacted by the result of your success? You guys, you will hear me say that over and over again. So if you have not done this, if you have not planned, if you have not wrote in this book, chicken scratches, and then gone to your calendar and start scheduling the things that you're going to do for activities every single day and every single week and every single month. And for the first quarter, you guys get to work. Get to work. Because I want to make sure that I support you guys having the best year. And I'm here to meet you exactly where you are, but you have to be willing to get very, very clear on what this all looks like for you guys, because I want nothing more for you to sit back next year and say, damn, Elias, look at what I was able to do for my family. Does that make sense, everybody? Give me a thumbs up. Give me an amen. Give me something on the screen. Okay, cool. I have a challenge for you guys, and then we're going to start talking a little bit about the market. I gave this to you guys last week and I want to rehash on this. I want you guys to fill out this. And if you've done it already, please raise your hand and I want to hear from you what this looks like. Whether you are Tanisha, Blessing, Miranda, whether you're Gary, whether you're Russ, whether you're Rosanna, Kelly, I don't care who is on the call. This is applicable to each and every one of us. What I want you to do is I want you to print this thing out and I want you to be clear on this section here. We are going to run our business as a sprint, 3-month sprints. I want you to put your future date of March 31st here when you print this out. If you don't have it, I'll drop it again. And then I want you to put your revenue and profit for just Q1 of 2026. And then I want you to put all the things that you're going to measure. Your phone calls, doors knocked, videos dropped, stories dropped, the emails that you sent out, the one-to-one videos. Be clear on what your measurables are. Appointments set, appointments met. And then what are the rocks for the quarter? Listen, don't list a ton. List 3 rocks. 3 rocks are the immovable: calendar, CRM, fitness routine, things that you know support the big picture of all the business that you want to do in Q1 of 2026. So I want you guys to do this. If you've done the other portion of it, wonderful. I saw a lot of your faces at business planning, but I want you guys to take this page 2, print it out, and write that and be very clear on what your rocks are. We're going to talk a lot about rocks in 2026. We're going to operate from a sense of what is the most important rocks that you are focused on right now, the immovables. The immovables in your business are what's going to support the big picture. So before we go any further, before we talk about the market, does anybody have any contributions, thoughts, dialogue on the conversation thus far? Please go ahead and raise your hand. Take yourself off of mute. Would love to hear from you. Anybody have anything? Let's go, Heather Bagley.
Are you putting the link in the chat?
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
You want it now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Well, I have you. Any thoughts, contributions, insight on the conversation thus far?
You know what? Not really.
No.
I'm vibing with you guys. I don't really have much to say, but
Okay.
it's all good. I like it.
Uh, well, the fact that you're vibing with us means the world to me. Mom, are you okay down there? Okay. My mom has like asthma and she's all raspy. But anyways, let's go, deep Bledsoe. We'll find that mute button, big dog.
Oh, bam, there it is. Good morning. Um, miss you guys. There was no call on Monday, right?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, cool. So I didn't miss it. No, I just wanted to share. I'm reading currently, I think it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And it was a good follow up to just finishing reading Joel Osteen, which is interesting, the comparison between the two. But what I wanted to share is that where I'm at in the book is saying that today in this social media age, a lot of us are being fed the notion that everybody is extraordinary, everybody has the potential to be something great, which I do believe in that part. But the reality of it is, most people will not do what it takes to be that. So, what I took away from that instead of being discouraged, because it's saying that to say that there's nothing wrong with being ordinary, there's nothing wrong with being middle of the road. That's life. But if you do want to be extraordinary, you have to do the work. You have to be obsessive about what you want to be extraordinary at. So somebody that being somebody that is goal oriented and I do want to achieve some pretty lofty goals, what I took away from that is applicable to what we talk about here. If you want to do a large amount of business, you want to sell a lot of homes, you want to be this huge figure, you got to be obsessive about it. You have to really ingratiate yourself into doing the work, or else you will be the middle of the road. You will just be ordinary. So if you want to be extraordinary, really go hard at what you want to do.
You know what? I absolutely love this. It's weird because that vein of extraordinary and becoming extraordinary keeps on coming up as well. There was a question for you in the chat below, my friend. It said, "Are you reading these books or you have them on a device?"
Oh no, I'm reading these books. So like Mama saw, my wife has been doing Orange Theory probably going on like 4 or 5 months now. So when she leaves the house at 5 in the morning, I'm getting up and reading for at least 30, 45 minutes, go back to sleep for a second and get up and get the kids ready. But yeah, I read all through the day whenever I can catch a page with a highlighter because I'm not retaining a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I read. I can't do the audibles.
Yeah, you know what, man, my man, I love how much you read. What's been a cheat code for me is going into chat and telling chat, I just read, chapter 1 of the Science of Scaling. Please create 5 questions to help me better understand what I took from that book from the first chapter, and they'll ask me some reflective questions. Also, make these downloadable and editable so I could share in a file and I could come back to in the future. And to go a little bit further, please create me 5 questions to put into a slide deck so I can share with other people. So that way, when I do one chapter, I'm computing it, my man. Try that. And then you save all those in a file. That was this book. This was this book. This was this book. So if I ever want to come back to it, ooh, look at all these questions that help me reflect back and resurface those things that I remember or maybe didn't remember consciously from that book. So my man, I appreciate you. Andrea Lamadora, you had your hand up. Let's go, Mama San, and then we'll go right over to Jess Bling. Jess Bling, do you have a fan on? Because those things are just moving behind you. They're just, is that?
That's Jesus's favor.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let's go, Mama San. What do you got for them?
No, so we're talking about the business planning. I recommend highly to if you do the damn work, keep it out. I keep mine out on my table or put it on your refrigerator. But when you make these goals, have it visually out, or even if it's like a whiteboard or something like that, where you see it. If you see it, you can visualize it. You can make it happen. That book that you just talked about, Elias, The Science of Scaling. When I finished that book that month I said to myself, okay, I'm going to do 3 to 4 deals this month. And last month, I scaled on a level that I was like, oh, I'm going to do 1 or 2 a month. And then that month, I was like, I'm going to do 3 or 4, and I hit that goal. Just to say, think big because you could do it. You know what I mean? Like we don't think small and have goals, but have them out where you could see them so that you can actually manifest them. So
Let's go.
do the
I love
work,
it.
keep it out, and
Let's
and
go.
then go back to it every once in a while and look through it and ask
You
yourself.
guys, one of my favorite reads. I promise you, this book is incredible. But you guys, I want to share something with you. When I originally got my real estate license, it was 2009. I literally printed it out with a vision board. I'm not a big vision board dude, but I did for this case, and I put it on my ceiling in my bed in my bedroom. And so every time I woke up, it said, I will pass my exam my first time. Here's the car that I want to buy. I wanted a WRX. I wanted blue with the loud exhaust. And here's the things that I wanted, places I wanted to live. And I remember I hit all of those things because it was so part of my subconscious or my conscious brain that it just made it happen. It was just and then I had notes everywhere. As soon as I opened up my bathroom, it was on the mirror. It was in my car. People were like, what the fuck is this guy doing with all these notes? And so I appreciate you. I sold the WRX years and years ago, my man. I sold that, but it's still one of my favorite cars of all time. Let's go over to Jess Blaine, then Oliver Davis, and then we'll shift gears in the conversation. Let's go, Jess Blaine. Good to see you, my friend. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Good morning, all. I missed you guys.
We missed you as well, my friend. What's on your mind?
Oh my gosh, so many gems are being dropped today from Demian to Tanisha to Ophelia. Like, one of the things that I've been struggling with right now is that my last closing was about a month and a half, almost 2 months ago. And 3 to 4 of my clients have like just fallen by the wayside. And I was getting in my head about it because I'm like, wow, I had this really aggressive goal to hit by the end of the year. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the same energy of this panic or this negativity that I'm feeling, and I'm going to double down on the shit that's going to get me the business. Maybe God is having me sit in this new space because I was afraid that I was going to post too much content and then have it. Oh, thank you, Ophi. I was afraid that I was going to have too much content and then it was going to become too polluted. But in that process, I've now been able to encompass and embody who I am as a whole and as a brand. And my goal is to reach people before they need realtors because once they know they need a realtor, they've already found a realtor. And so, anyways, I said all that to say, doubling down on the content and the collabs and the creation, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to pollute the water too much with social media. And then I remember hearing something that said, yes, I'm going to use LaRussell as an example. He was posting up to 6 times a day on social media. And I was just like, you know what? I got to get out of my head. If I post too much, who cares? Like the people that are meant to fall off will fall off. But Elias, you always, that's so weird calling you Elias, coach. You always tell us like we need enough body of work to know if something is working. And so with this new format that I've developed a couple months ago, like I've been doubling down on that. And instead of being negative and sad about these people that are going away, I'm now re-energized and excited about this content creation. And I'm starting to get traction from it. So now I'm like, okay, I went in blindly with this new format and was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. And now I'm like, okay, it's starting to work. So now we create more and more and more. And so I guess I said all of that to say, like, it is the end of the year. There are other agents that are slowing down. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, like stick with it. Like you're already ahead of hell of other agents that have like are chilling for the holidays. And my hope is that this will with this double down and staying focused and posting and not worrying what anyone is saying about it. It's just me being in my zone. When you do the shit, the goals always follow. The things that you're looking to accomplish always follow. But this is the part of the mundane. This is the part of the discipline. This is the part of staying focused. This is the part where you don't give a fuck what anyone says. You just do you and invest in yourself. So thank you all so much. I really needed to hear that, Tanisha. Demian, I really, really needed to hear that. Mama San, Ophelia, like y'all are killing it. And thank you for the encouragement and the words that I needed to hear.
Listen, you know what? I absolutely love this. Listen, you guys, There's so many people that want to, say something about social media or they want to judge when you look at their content, they're not doing shit. It's like I stay in my lane. Listen, all I want for you guys is this. Get your jerseys dirty. Just get your jerseys dirty, right? Don't come into the dugout with not a single piece of grass on your jersey. There's no dirt on it. You're not bloody. Your knee isn't cut up. Like, just go get your fucking jerseys dirty in 2026. Like, my jersey is filthy right now. And I promise you what, it's going to be even more dirty in 2026. I want you guys to get out there, dive for the ball, slide into the base, do whatever you need to do. Charlie hustle. Because I promise you, those that are going to hustle on a pop fly and run that thing out, hey, you might get on base. And that's how I want you to think about this game. Your jerseys need to be dirty. If you're going into the dugout and you're at the end of the game, end of the year, and you don't have a single stain on your jersey, shame on you. Shame on you. This game is about us doing the gritty, imperfect work consistently to get the results that we truly want in this game. I want nothing more to see your faces here next December 10th. I want to see all of your faces here. But that's going to mean you guys need to step up, create a body of work, I'm not good on the calls. How many calls have you made? A few. Then get back to work. Tell me when you get to 1,000 calls that you're not good on the calls. Oh, I'm not good on social. How many videos have you created in the last 30 days? 3. Get back to work. Go record some content. Oh, I don't like knocking on doors. How do you know? Well, I knocked on doors once. How many? 10. Go knock on 1,000 doors, right? Go create a body of work. And I promise you, through you getting your jersey dirty, you're going to find some truth. And you're going to find things that you really like that maybe you didn't like. Go get your jerseys filthy in 2026. So Jess Bling, I'm with you on that. I appreciate you, support you. Let's go Oliver Davis. You had your hand up. We'll go back to Lisa Torres, and then we're going to keep coming full circle in the conversation. Let's go, Oliver.
Hey, Coach. Hey, everyone. I wanted to share a perspective on scaling, slightly different, but that's why I want to share it. For a long time, I really always had like a very like big picture mindset, scaling, like kind of a CEO mindset. But actually, this has been in some ways negative for me because I was too scattered. So I've been trying to. I initially thought that all you needed to do is set the machine, you put all the systems together, and then you press play, and everything is going to unfold at a big scale. But in the last year or two, I've also learned the pitfalls of thinking that way. And so that's why for next year, my focus is actually going to be the mantra like less is more. And what I mean by that is more focused action, less scattered, less big, but what I do it well. And I think we all have filters. We all know what we're good at and what we're bad at. And I think for me, like thinking big is not difficult, but now I think I need to go back to the beginning, start smaller but doing it better, and build block by block. So I just wanted to share that perspective on scaling.
Yeah. Man, I absolutely love that. And I love the thought of like, it's not just build the machine. No, it's like build the machine, look at what's working, and maybe I just need to simplify it, right? Maybe I just need to do 3 things really, really well and focus on scaling that. So I appreciate your sentiment on this, Oliver. And by the way, to you as well as Patrick, nice piano. I love that. Do you play?
I do, yes.
Okay, well then Patrick is coming to your house for lessons. Let's go back over to Lisa.
I'm not good.
It's all right. Hey, Patrick's learning too, man. We're going to hood theory to learn, or hook theory, excuse me. Let's go back to Lisa, back to House of Mama San. Got a couple things to share with you guys and we'll wrap sesh.
So real quick, Oliver, I'm actually also reading, what is it? The Art of Scaling. And they talk
Science.
about that, about identifying what is working for you and focus in on that. So you are doing the things right, and pulling back and focusing on less things, you will scale more. So keep on doing that. And Jess, I love your content. It's phenomenal. I'm always like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, I wish I would have done that. So we all love your content so much. And I just also remember hearing a lot lately, like you can't put in an insurmountable amount of work and not get some sort of result. So just like Damien says, work until it works, or work hard until it works.
You guys, I did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of coaching before I received my first check for coaching. Now, obviously, I have my role as a director of sales and coaching for the company, but I'm talking outside of the company, right? And I did a lot of free work for a lot of people, and I just showed up and showed up and showed up until I finally got the call and said, "Hey, we'd like to hire you to be our coach," which was crazy. And like I think about it, like it was years, you guys, just head down, just focus, impact, 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 and abundant heart, abundant mind, abundant heart, abundant mind. And then the universe is answered with abundance. So it's the same thing, you guys. Once again, I'm never going to ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. So get your jerseys dirty, work your asses off. And I want to share this with you because it's really important. If you guys missed our business planning sessions, we have one more opportunity. It's crazy to think that I have 245 people registered for an online webinar today to cover business planning, which is absolutely, and thank you, Vernon. I'm proud of you as well. It is absolutely ludicrous to think. But listen, you guys, I'm excited. I'm grateful. I'm humbled. And so here's one last opportunity. And I'm going to share that right now with you, Alex. Hang tight. So I'm going to go here. So sorry, go back here. So today, Fast Forward Movement, as you guys know, I serve as the resident coach for Fast Forward Movement. There is a session today. Where did it just go? All right, cool. So what I'll do is I will drop the link here in the chat. You guys will just register, copy this, boom, bam, we're in. If you have any challenges whatsoever, boom, just let me know. But just go ahead and register through that flunky link that I just put in the chat down below. Oh, I'm sorry, that is the wrong one. That is for a session that is done in person. Hang tight really quick. Let me get the real one. Hang tight really quick. Here's what I'll do is I'll just make it simple for you guys. All right, just give me a second. I'll find it and then I'll drop it in the chat down below. All right, cool. All right, so while I do this and while I come with full circle in the conversation, I wanted to go. I had some other intentions, but sometimes you just follow the flow of the group, and here's where we are. But I want to get some key thoughts and key takeaways from you guys from our session together. I missed you guys. I'm so glad that we're here together. So I'm going to just put this in the chat below so you guys have it. Boom, bam, we're in. The session starts today at 10 a.m. to 12. It's going to be a long session, 2 hours on Zoom. So that's the login right there. You see it there. The password is blue. I'm going to go around the room, get a couple key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together today. Let's go over to Vernon. Vernon, good to see your face, my man. I know you've been traveling. My hands are still sore. I was at a drum circle in Woodstock the other day, upstate New York, with a bunch of hippies in the snow. It was really cool. But my hands are still sore because when I just did this, I felt that. But Vernon, let's go to you, big dog. Key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together today. Your boy was grooving too.
I could imagine. I can only imagine. You probably were the star of the damn show.
No, bro, it's hard because you're going in there and like the moment you get off beat, like people are like, there's a lot of pressure. So you got to like keep the beats. Anyways, Vernon.
The cool thing about you is you like white chocolate. You got hella rhythm. So yeah. My key takeaway, Charlie Hustle. Coach spoke to Charlie Hustle. It's a baseball guy. For those of you who don't know, that his real name is Pete Rose. And Pete Rose is known for playing games at the highest level of hustle. Never played a game without his jersey getting dirty. I mean, when he slid head first, it wasn't like a slide on the ground. He would literally fly into the bag to whatever bag he's trying to accomplish. So if we take that and we relate it to what we're doing, my takeaway is go full throttle all the time, no day off, practice, practice, practice full throttle, and then the game is automatic. So I want my jersey dirty. I want my jersey, I want my pants dirty, I want my socks dirty, I want my stirrups dirty, I want my cleats muddy, I want my shoes scuffed because I'm working, and just keeping my head down and work. The results will take care of themselves.
That's right. That's right. Jerseys are going to be filthy in 2026. That's what I want for everybody. Let's go over to Jeff. Jeff, key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together, big dog. And we are going to go over to Russ and Otis. You're going to bring us home, big dog. Jeff, give me a key thought and key takeaway. Great to see your face. I thought that was a Jets jersey first.
No, it's representing Cal Poly.
That's right. That's right, big dog. Let's roll.
It's nice because it goes with the green with the money store. So I mean, honestly, every time I get on this call, just inspiring stuff. I mean, the Tanisha thing and the Christina and some of the, Patrick and what they've achieved. I love this time of year. And we just got something, and if Christina's still on the call, I don't see her, I'll share it with you. But in terms of looking at what we did in 24 versus what has been achieved in 25 and some of the growth that we've seen. So hearing this type of thing is just, I mean, what I take away from this call every time is just the inspiration. I mean, there's logistical things I take away and accountability things I take away, but really it's more just the motivation, the vibe, this community. I mean, how many people are on this call? 40 people on this call, and that's what just gets me going every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, carries me through Tuesday and Thursday. So, that's what I take away. Just love seeing that, fills me up, fills my heart up, and then makes me, inspires me to make sure I go out and do the things that I can do to make sure that I'm better in 26. So just awesome.
Man, I'll tell you what, I don't remember a time where we didn't have a partnership with the money store. I don't. Vivian and Marcelina and Christina, obviously, and Ashley. I don't remember a time where we didn't have this partnership. So I'm really, really grateful for you guys. So always thank you for being on the call. Really quick, I want to share this with you because I think it's really important as you guys are talking with your consumers, knowing that we are still helping our consumers get across the finish line no matter where we are at in the year. Our team has closed $627 million worth of production. We have 77 people that are in contract right now pending, and our team has sold 815 homes this year. My goal for next year is to hit 1,000 homes sold in the Bay Area and beyond. That's my goal for next year with the type of talent that we have and how we are going to grow in 2026. I know that we're going to hit those numbers. 2026 is going to be the year of branding for us. There was years back where everywhere you would see our shirts, our jerseys, and they would just be prevalent everywhere in our market. I'm going to take our brand to the next level and restore the glory of Rome that we had years and years ago with all of our branding. So that's my thought and that's my process. And I just want to share that with you guys. I'm going to go over to Ross. Ross, give me a key thought, key takeaway from our time together today, big dog. And then Otis, you're going to bring us off the field. Let's go, Ross. He's like, you son of a bitch, Elias. See, you told me. He's like, keep calling on me, Elias. Let's find that mute button. If not, there it is.
I'm sorry, man. I was not ready for this.
Okay, listen, you told me last time you were not ready for this, and you said call on me again, so I'll be ready. So here we are, big dog. Give me one key thought, one key takeaway. Let's roll.
I can't, man. I'm sorry. I'm getting stage fright right now, and I am blank.
Listen, here's what we're going to do, and I respect where you are, my man. On Friday, this Friday, I'm going to have you take us out on the field. You're going to share your thoughts, share your sentiment, and share your energy. That call will not move forward until you take us on the field.
I'll do that.
Do we have a deal?
We have a deal, 100%.
All right, brother. Friday, I'm counting on you, okay?
All right, man. I'll see you Friday.
All right, O-Dog, take us off the field, my man. Key thoughts, key contributions from our time together. And Russ, thank you for this, my man.
The stories, I mean, the perseverance. Look at Mama San, her year. Look at Pat's year. Like, this is at the end of the year. People have done like that's that's fucking amazing. 15, 16, 17 deals. I mean, I can only imagine they have to be anywhere between 8 to 12, maybe even 15 or more in volume. That is amazing. Like, so to hear these stories, not only to motivate you, you guys should take that at heed. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can think you're having the worst year ever. Like, even myself, like I thought I had a shitty year and I had just the same amount of year that I had, which was my best year last year. So I think the best thing is go at your own pace. Run the race, but go at your own pace. If you're on intensive, if you're on doing anything, some people could do it in 2 days. Maybe it takes the other people 5 days to do all the tasks, or just you on yourself. Like if you're a person that, I kind of piggyback it, Monday through Friday, but I hit it hard on the weekends. Just stay true to yourself because it will work. I think I'm pertinent proof that I'm someone who doesn't fully engage fully all the way on certain things that I should. But I still manage, and that's my thing is to cut out all the bullshit, cut off all the naysay, and fully thrive and go all in. To see what the testament is, because I think that all of us hold ourselves back in some type of way, whether it's talking like we just seen or performing. Some people can't even do buyer's consultations in front of people with the camera on. So I mean, at the end of the day, like let's just all ourselves work on one thing that's gonna make us uncomfortable. Because if we start working on the things that make us uncomfortable, at one given point, there's going to be nothing that's holding us back. So that's what I've learned, that this team is made of hitters and people that are starting at the very bottom that see themselves being a hitters and have done it. Just look at all the people that have joined from Jessica Kelly in the last 2 to 3 years. I mean, they're doing numbers better than people that have been in the game for a decade plus. So, kudos to the team, kudos to everybody. So just keep it going, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Otis, well, I appreciate your contribution. One more time, you guys, make sure to fill out your business plan. If you have missed business planning, I'm doing one final session on Zoom today, 10 a.m. to 12. I know it's a long session, but it needs to be. Also, I want you guys to do your research on the 12-hour walk. And if you're crazy like me and you want to do the 12-hour walk, I'm going to do it. It's going to be sometime in January. I'm just going to have my wife pick me up somewhere after I go and walk for 12 hours, but I'm just crazy like that. And so look it up online, you guys. You'll find it. The guy's name is Colin O'Brady. You can find it on YouTube. But listen, you guys, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate all your thoughts, your contribution, your insight. And as always, my friends, keep it moving toward your dreams, goals, and vision, and make today a day that truly matters. Peace and love. You guys have an amazing, amazing day. Bye now.